Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special different kind of SuitU video, but in today's video we will be doing hairstyles from the game in real life. I've done this before in Time Princess as well, so watch that video if you want to see something more like this. This is a little bit of an older video though, so I do look a little bit different now with my hair grown out, and I'm very excited to try today's video because I do have a few hairstyles lined up, so feel free to follow along. I'm going to try and make this a little bit more tutorial style. Some of them are a little bit more difficult than the other, but this video is kind of experimental. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So starting off super simple, this is center of vision, which is essentially just the hair down with a braid. So you want to start off by sectioning down the middle and then grab a small medium section at the back of your neck and just start braiding that. I wanted to start off really simple because I don't really do my hair that much and I wanted to feel confident. So this is one that I guess everyone can basically pull off. So all you want to do is just braid it all the way down. Make sure your seconds are even. I'm really bad at doing that. So halfway through you can see one strand is really thin, but it is what it is. So you just tie that off with a clear elastic, and that is basically it. Though in the hairstyle in game it kind of swoops more back, and since my bangs are growing out it's only pretty short, so I use two little bobby pins to kind of pin those back to make sure that it looks more like the picture. But if your hair is longer you can probably do that without the bobby pins, and that is our final result. I kind of think it's cute. At the same time it looks kind of odd, I think, especially if you only have the braid in the front, but if you have all your hair in the front it kind of looks nice. So let's move on to our second hairstyle. Our second hairstyle is a little bit more ambitious, which is a waiting tide from the latest top-up event. I really like this one, so I had to try it for myself. You want to start off by sectioning down the middle again and doing two half up, half down pigtails. So you want to grab like a little section and line it up kind of with your ear so it's more in the front. I think that I did mine a little bit too much in the back because the more in the front it is, the more volume and the more you're gonna see it. And do that on both sides. Then we want to hide the little elastic, so you want to take a piece of that hair and just wrap it around and then pin it. My hair is really long, so I can't really keep doing that. On the other side I used part of my bang, which was way easier to also assemble. And then after that you want to kind of braid it again. Make sure you use equal sections, that will look the best, and you braid it down around your jaw ear-ish, and then you tie it up and let the rest just hang loose, and do that again on both sides. And I fluff up the braids a little bit afterwards because my hair is super flat, okay, I know, so I have to make a volume where there isn't any. And then lastly you want to pull out two little strands, and that is the final look. I really like this. It's really cute. I love the braids that aren't all the way down, and I would honestly wear this again. I feel like this really suits my length as well, even though it doesn't really look like the length on the picture. Now let's move on to our next hairstyle. Our third one is another pretty simple one. This is Sunset Orange, which my hair does not look like the picture, okay? I know. Also, the length is not there, so I wanted to see if it looked good on my length. Spoiler, it does not. I feel like if you have the length from the picture, it probably look good. Basically, what you want to do is put one little strand from, again, the back of your neck, and then braid all the way down, and then fluff it up a little bit, and then take the rest of the hair and then braid it into a super loose braid. I'll put like no pressure on this at all. Also try to make it look like more than it is. And definitely make the hair in the front look very puffy and simple. It just looks weird. I try to like shake it out a little bit to make it look a little bit more messy, but what is this? Like, it looks like I'm wearing two little clip-in extensions that weren't made for me, and it's weird. I don't like it. I tried, it's not for me. If you have shorter hair, definitely try it because I want to know if it looks good on someone with either colored hair or short hair, but for me it's not working. So moving on to our next hairstyle. Next up is Verette from the Halloween and Friends from last year. You want to start off with the braid that you have from last hairstyle and then add another one. I accidentally made mine a little bit too small, so I had to fluff it up a little. Then you want to section your ear line and have a little bit for the front hair and tie the rest back in a pigtail. So you have a small braid in the back, you have the pigtail, and then you have the front part. Bonus points if you have bangs, I guess, because that's more like the picture. Make sure this is all even, and then you want to make the hoop. I pinned mine down with a claw clip. It was very difficult for me because my hair is actually too long for this. If you have like mid-length, I think it worked better because you only have to hoop it once. That's why mine looks a little bit more messy, but I still really like it. And then you want to take the braid and then wrap it around the strand once and then pin it over your head like a headband and make sure that they crisscross on both sides. So the hair is kind of out of your face and it's kind of like stranded. My strands should have been a little bit thicker because they kind of float around, but you get the idea. This was very ambitious for me to try. It was pretty difficult to do, but I don't think it looks as bad as I thought it would be, so I guess props to me for that. Now let's move on to our next hairstyle. Our last hairstyle is very experimental once again. This is game attitude, and I think in game this hairstyle looks really cute. So you want to start off by sectioning behind your ear again and want to take the front part and then tie the rest back for now. This hairstyle has a lot of braids, so be warned, I guess. Then part the front part in half again and then braid the long part. You can see it has like 2 long strands in the front and then braid the little bang part that you have left over. However, I don't know if it's my hair color or just my hair texture, but it just looks so weird to me. And these first 2 braids make me question if I should even include this at all because it does not look like it at all, but I feel like it gets better later. Like I'm like, what's that? Anyway, so I pin that, fluff it up a little bit, and then I pin it back with a bobby pin because I don't want it in my face. Repeat it on the other side as well. I don't know why that strand is so long also, but we keep going. We pin that back too, and then you want to take the rest of your hair and do another half up, half down, and then you want to tie that with a rubber band first before you start braiding to make sure that it stays high up. At this point I was like, I can see vision. I could see this being okay. So then I start braiding it, and I want to give myself some credit because my hair looked really healthy and shiny and it felt really nice, and I really liked the vibe we were going for. It's giving like a little bit of Spice Girls because they used to in the 90s wear a lot of braids. Then you braid the 2 back parts that you have left over, and that is basically, it's just basically all braids. You can't really see it in the picture, but there are 2 big braids in the back, but I didn't have that much hair left, okay? That was all there is. So you can fluff everything up a little bit, but I didn't want to lose the thickness because I did like the way that looked. And then I unpinned everything, and that was it. Like, I don't know. If I had fuller hair, maybe it will look nice. I don't even hate it that much. It's giving very much 90s, and I think it matches my top and everything. Again, I wonder how this will look with different hair textures and different hair colors as well. I think this is experimental. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay, cute-ish. Thank you all so much for watching till the end of the video. Do let me know down below which one was your favorite and if you're going to try any of these. Also, if you have any recommendations for future videos, I'd love to hear. Though I do think that a lot of these hairstyles are based around like hair color and cut besides like style, because it looks very different. So I don't know how many are there gonna be, but still I would love to hear your recommendations. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing or becoming a member. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.